I was working out of town like the last 3 weekends and working here in my shop 3 weeks in a row. I build cabinets for Rural King, and I was in Pennsylvania one weekend, come back, build cabinets, was in Ohio the next weekend and installed the cabinets. The third weekend I was back to Ohio, another store. We usually park at the front door, but on that particular store it just had a little 4-foot door, so we had to park clear to the back and come across the whole store, across the warehouse, part of it. And after taking about 3 or 4 cabinets in, I got short of breath, and I kind of just like sat on the end of the cabinet there and thought that, well, this ain't right, but I thought, well, I've been busy, been working, been on the road 3 weekends, living in a motel, and then I started having the pains in my arms, and I thought that was just from resting on the armrest, and in the truck, and just kind of rubbed my arm, but it wasn't having really, the chest pains or anything. Took a drink of my soda, and it just didn't go up, just kind of like was lodged in my chest there. It wasn't like going up or down, and I just didn't feel right. I broke out in a sweat. I got scared, and that's when I called my fiance and told her to be by her phone, not just have it on silent, that I may seriously need her. And they did an EKG, and it came back normal. And by this time I was feeling a whole lot better, but still something just wasn't quite right. So she told me that I needed to go out to the emergency room and have blood work done, and that was the only true way to find out, if I was having heart trouble or something. Rhonda works there, so she met me outside, and I broke down when I seen her because I don't want to put her through this. And she said everything was all right. You're where you need to be. And they wanted to know who my physician was. I didn't have one. Dr. Cat was on duty there in the emergency room, and so he was kind of taking care of me then. And they ran some tests, and Dr. Donde had come in, and he looked at some of the test results and stuff, and he explained to us that, that I would probably have to have a cath done in the morning to find out exactly what was going on. He came back in and said, "You're in bad shape. You're going down immediately. I've wiped my schedule clean. The girls are working on that now, and we're getting the room ready." And I just looked at him and said, "Oh, okay." Because I was laying in peace. I didn't have any pains, I didn't have any problems, and I didn't think it was that severe. It wasn't, when you think of a heart attack or thinking, being that bad, you really think that you got, severe chest pains or, real bad problems, and I wasn't experiencing all that. I did have some complications coming out of it, and he kept giving me more medication. He stood by my side. One of the nurses did say, "Do you want me to, watch him take over?" And he firmly told her that this was his patient. He was there, he was taking care of it, which I appreciate him standing by my side. He met with Rhonda and myself later and told him that I was a lucky man, that it was actually a widowmaker. The main artery was 99% blocked, and I was lucky to be alive. My experience at Sarah Bush is above and beyond anything you've ever imagined, and it doesn't matter if it's the door greeters or anybody that my first experience walking in the door, the people that does the registering, my doctors, my nurses, all the staff has treated me excellent. I've called, I've asked questions, they've all, immediately, called me or, took time to answer my questions right then. I was at my 1.5-year checkup, And I come back in, and the nurses had said, you know, that they got me in, you know, quick. They did everything, asked me all my questions and stuff, and Dr. be right in. And somebody knocked on the door, and they come in and says, Dr. Donde's had emergency call. He'll be 15, 20 minutes. I said, not a problem. So then I heard, you know, they come back in and they'd said that, you know, things was taking a little longer, that it may be 30 minutes before he was back. And I told him that he could have all the time that he wanted, because a year and a half ago I was in those shoes. And he saved my life, and there was patients out there that I'm sure was waiting to see him, and he cleared that schedule, you know, so he could take care of me and save my life.